Soprano Zagretta. And just remember, so we're pretty strict here, right, when it comes to the gallery. Make sure you fill out the slip before the meeting starts. When that means, when we say fill out the slip, that means everything. So if you have an issue, please put it down. Otherwise, I guess you won't be able to speak going forward. So the first person up, and if you don't know the organization name, just say none or NA. First person up is Pamela Hamilton Johnson. The issue is the 30th Senate District.
Okay. I'm sorry, you said I have a minute and a half?
Yes. You're not representing a representative, right?
No.
Elected, okay.
Hi, everyone. I'm going to be quick as possible. My name is Pamela Hamilton Johnson. I've been in front of this community board before as a CEC11 president. I've fought with Jeremy, Chairman Vitaliano, and Diane. I'm not sure if she's still on the board anymore. I am now running for the 36th Senatorial District. I, as a president of CEC11, had 273 projects funded by $449 million. I built a school in 2007, 2008, 2009, 2013. I had the Madeline Travanzano school built, as well as the officer Dominic Pastori.
Yes. So you're running for office?
Yes.
Unfortunately, we don't allow.
Oh. Okay, so then I'm going to apologize and say my piece.
Thank you. Okay, next up is Jennifer Kaminsky regarding vocational training.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for having me here today. My name is Jennifer, and I've come here from Argus Community. They have stood before this board before. I'm sorry. Is this better? Yeah. I'm sure. Thank you for bearing with me. My name is Jennifer, and I come here from Argus Community. Argus is an organization that has been primarily in the Bronx, as well as in Harlem and Queens for the past 50 years. One of our programs is a vocational training program, and that's the program I'd like to speak with you about very briefly. This program has been in place for 26 years, and what we do is we take people in the community, the underserved, those who have never held a job before, those who might have a criminal history or background, who might struggle with substance abuse or mental health illness. Those aren't requirements for our program, but I wanted to inform you that there's a wonderful program that for the students that are accepted in, we have a 91% placement rate, getting individuals that previously never held jobs before. Thank you. Getting them jobs where they get $20,000 a year plus benefits. A flyer is at the front desk. If you're interested in hearing more about it, please recommend anybody in your community to come see us. We'd love to get people jobs, and we're very, very good at it. Thank you so much for your time, and have a lovely evening.
Grace Lavaglio, Arno Barnes Block Association. Okay.
Good evening, everyone. I'll be brief. I just wanted to let everyone know that the Allerton Barnes Block Association, we're trying to put together our June 25th, our Hello Summer Block Party. We've been hitting a little bit of a snag, and we are in need of people who can help sponsor us. So if anyone is interested, my phone number is 347-664-6445. You can get in touch with me that way, or email at bronxaba1@gmail.com. There's also our Facebook page, which is Allerton Barnes Block Association on Facebook. And I've just set up a GoFundMe site if anyone would be interested in donating that way. That's that issue. So. Secondly, I just wanted to remind everyone that on June 5th is the Bronx Puerto Rican Day Parade on the Grand Concourse, and we really would need everyone's support and come out there because they keep trying to shut us down. So if you don't have to be Puerto Rican, you can just come out with a chair and cheer and have a good time. Thank you.
Someone called you. Tony Holmes, Bronx Council of the Arts.
Jones. I'm the new marketing and communications manager at the Bronx Council on the Arts. We are here off of Morris Park. Can you guys hear me? Is that better? I just want to talk about two things that we have coming up. We are getting ready to enter into our grant season. We award almost $250,000 in grants each year and for local artists and organizations in the Bronx community. So please visit our website at bronxarts.org for more information. Again, that's bronxarts.org/grants for more information on that. We have how to apply sessions to teach people how to apply for our grants that we offer. Secondly, June 1st, we're having our Rio Award ceremony at our art gallery at Hostos. It's the Longwood Art Gallery at Hostos on the campus of Hostos. And we are giving away $75,000 in grants to 25 honorees. So please, I have a flyer for our exhibition that's been open on that same night on June 1st as well. Thank you for your time.
David Hopkinson, New York Public Library.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with news from the Pelham Parkway Van Ness Library. We have for the third year, we'll be kicking off our summer reading program with a block party out on Barnes Avenue in front of the library. There are flyers on the table over there, so please take one before you leave tonight. Also, I want to let you know about an exciting new program that we're offering with the participation of the School for the Performing Arts at Bronx House. We have this summer, we're going to be offering every Wednesday morning a special story time with dance instruction incorporated. Dances taught by their dance instructor related to the stories that are being read. So we're very excited to be working with Bronx House. Finally, I want to ask again for your support in our annual campaign to increase the library's budget with the City of New York. Last year, we received a historic increase of $43 million, but this amount was not baseline. 30 seconds. So we have to ask for it again. You can help us by signing a letter. I have letters on the table over there. You can sign one, give it to me, bring it to any branch. You can come to any branch and get a letter there. You can go to nypl.org and sign a letter online. Thank you, as always, for your support.
Raphael Schweitzer, Bronx Park East Community Association.
Stopwatch. All right, first off, I would like to, if community board can give speakers at least 2 minutes or 3 minutes, like every other community board does, and if there's a 30-second, just asking, if there's a 30-second, if they could hold up a sign instead of interrupting the speaker. I would like to let everyone know about a town hall meeting that my group is doing next Thursday at 2448 White Plains Road. It's a town hall on sudden rent hikes. I'm going to briefly describe it. If you're a tenant and you rent an apartment and the landlord rents you an apartment for an amount lower than what he can charge, it's called a preferential rent. Many times that preferential rent is hundreds of dollars less than what the landlord can charge. Unfortunately, in 2003, the New York State legislature changed the rent laws, and now the landlord can take away the preferential rent at any time during the tenancy. That means when you get your lease, the new rent for you is going to be $300, $400, as high as $800 or more higher than what it was that you were paying this year. We are holding a town hall because we are demanding that our state legislators change the law this year, because NIDC has seen a complaint amount 4 times as high as last year pertaining to preferential rents. It's this next Thursday, 6:00 p.m. And briefly, the Pelham Parkway construction project is very inconvenient. What is going on right now, you cannot cross at Wallace Avenue. I have a question. Is Pelham Parkway going to be fenced off the whole summer as it is now?
Really good question. I'm waiting to get more answers from the Parks Department. Yeah, I mean, you're speaking about what's currently going on, right?
Yes, between Wallace Avenue and White Plains Road. It is very inconvenient. It is also very dangerous for students coming out of Columbus High School. They walk down the parkway and they have to practically walk in the street, which has a lot of ditches and craters, and it's very dangerous. And when you get to Mulliner Avenue / Bronxwood Avenue, I was there. I walked down Mulder expecting to be able to cross at Barnes or
Okay.
even Wallace. I had to walk all the way to White Plains Road to go to John and Joe's, and then I had to go back up.
cross at Wallace now.
Sorry?
Mm-mm.
You can cross at Wallace.
No,
But
you can't.
cross from the north side.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
They made a path there.
So you could cross at the traffic light
No, there's a pathway there. Yeah.
on Wallace Avenue.
Yes.
I was there
So let me-
yesterday, wasn't there?
well, let me confer with some board members and maybe we can set up a meeting of some sort. Whether it's a committee meeting or a special meeting regarding the
I
project.
understand you have to fence off some parts, but you don't have to fence off the entire thing for the whole summer. Just very convenient. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Dr. David Stevens, Pelham Parkway North, reconstruction project, separate from the project Raphael.
Is the Committee on Public Safety here?
Yes.
Where? District Manager Jeremy, Chairman Tony Italiano, to our board members of Community Board 11, particularly to members of the Committee on Public Safety. My name is Dave Stevens. Thank you always for the opportunity to speak. At yesterday's public hearing regarding the reconstruction of Pelham Parkway North, I was surprised by the very superficial overview of this large-scale construction project. 8 slides were presented which were supposed to show the public the plans. After over a year at the drawing board, I began to realize that in fact not much has changed. At the public hearing last year regarding Pelham Parkway North, I documented that the 2 major tenets of the service road design were in fact red herrings. Number 1, the concept of the service road being narrowed to 12 feet to meet AASHTO standards was erroneous. The Federal Highway Administration published this article noting that AASHTO in fact does not define a standard. Number 2, the sidewalk, the New York City administrative reference that a sidewalk is needed wherever there is parking was also erroneous. These 2 misguided concepts are once again utilized in the design of our service road. These installed sidewalks, which were installed in the roadway and narrow the roadway, are forced on the public where there hasn't been one for 100 years. And therefore, I humbly request that the
Dr.
plan
Stevens, time.
not be approved for the second phase of Pelham Parkway.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes.
You could hold it.
Mike, please, number 5.
Hello?
Yeah.
I didn't see anywhere last night where they said that they were gonna narrow the street by 12 to 30.
12 to 13. Yeah, that's exactly it.
No, I mean on the service road.
Yeah, they didn't talk about it at all. You skimmed right over it.
Thank you. All right.
Yeah, they didn't mention exactly my point.
Microphone, doctor, please.
Okay, because
Speaking of mic.
I actually mentioned that the road the way it is now, if they eliminate the sidewalk on the park side,
On the service side, on the service road.
on the service road,
Right.
but on the park side, not the
They're
residential
going
side.
to put a sidewalk on the park side.
Right, I'm saying, they would be able to eliminate that if they put 45-degree angle parking in there, but they jumped all over it, says streets too narrow, streets too this. I mean, you're telling me they're looking to narrow it, plus they want to put another 4 feet in with sidewalks. I can't see how they can't put 45-degree angle
That's-
parking there,
That's my whole point.
and you would not need a sidewalk there because nobody's going to be walking behind the cars.
Thank you.
Yes, no, I agree with you 100%.
No, I know. I mean, on the south side, it was never presented. On the north side, it was presented last year, but it was not presented last night. That's what was disturbing, to be honest with you. So people that live on the north side, who never received a mass mailing, as Joe mentioned, there was no mass mailing.
Their idea of a mass mailing, he made them
Yeah.
say was to the community board and certain other organizations. He didn't mean to the general public.
Well, the bottom line is, it was not presented last night at the public meeting that the road was being narrowed to 12 feet. And once again, there is no reason to narrow the road to 12 feet.
I agree with you 100%.
I can
See
go
me
on,
after the
go on,
meeting and maybe we
obviously.
could do something to fight it.
Well, thank you.
Vivian Bialo, grandparent of a student at PS 108.
Good
Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for your time. This is my first time coming to a planning board, so please, excuse me if I make some mistakes regarding my request. I am a homeowner on Seminole Avenue, and my grandchildren attend and will be attending 108. I'm representing a number of parents that asked me to come to the meeting for them today. We're asking for your consideration in placing a stop sign on the northeast corner of Heron and Neal and Yates and Neal. I don't know how many of you drop off your children or grandchildren in front of 108, but I am surprised that we have not had any accidents with the stop sign. There's only one stop sign, one corner, and the buses and cars are just zipping through. And during the winter time, when the city puts the snow in the corner, you can even see the stop sign. So hopefully, maybe the safety committee could consider that. The other issues that I wanted to bring up, and the parents wanted me to bring up, is we have a YMCA after-school program, and 108 is only one or two schools in CB11 that pays a fee for the program, while other schools do not pay a fee, and parents are now paying $220 per month, and other schools, the parents are not paying anything, so there's no equity there. Lastly, the last two areas that we could consider maybe bringing a middle school to 108, because the middle schools in the area are overcrowded and the children are in a waiting list. And you should also look into the pre-K system. Children are not getting into 108. They only have one class, and children are not being sent to other schools. Thank you very much for your time.
So if you could submit something to, it could be something as simple as an email about your stop sign request.
Sure.
If there has been no history of accidents there,
Right.
it can be hard for that to actually happen. Nevertheless, the DOT, they will look into it.
Great. And the other areas, should I also put that in the email
Yeah,
as well?
as detailed as possible. You
Okay.
can see me after the meeting. I'm the last one to leave. I'll give you my card.
Perfect. I just retired after 37 years in education, so I have a lot of time now to write emails. Thank you very much.
Good for you.
Mark from the Working Theater.
Okay. Hello everyone. Thank you for letting us speak. I am from the Working Theater. I'm the producing artistic director there. We are in the middle of a project called 5 Boroughs, 1 City, in which we've created plays in collaboration with communities in each of the 5 boroughs. First up is the Bronx, and Dan Hoyle is our playwright from the Bronx, and he's going to speak a little bit about the project.
So I live in the Bronx, down on Cortlandt and 151. It's a bit of a different neighborhood. Lived there for 3 years. And the project was to create a play about that community. I practice journalistic theater, so I went around and interviewed residents, my neighbors, talked to them, and we have this fantastic play with the cast. 2 of the 5 cast members are from the Bronx as well, and they wanted to be a part of the project because of the authenticity of the script. It's opening off Broadway Saturday, and then it will tour the other 4 boroughs. It's an innovative project.
30 seconds.
We hope you all come out and check it out. It's about, all the characters are based on people. It's about Don Charles, who's coming back from upstate and reconnecting with his block. And they have recreated the set of this hat stand on Melrose Avenue, and it looks dead on like the Bronx. So hope you all come out and support Bronx created art. Thank you.
When? You didn't say when.
Last but not least, Debbie Cowell from Parkway Neighborhood Association.
I just want to, first I want to state that I want to put it on record that I'm opposed to them closing, I'm sorry, I'm tall. I'm opposed to them closing the unnamed street in front of the school, formerly known as the School for the Blind. But also I wanted to ask, is there any sort of way that we can have, for this full board meeting, is there any sort of way they can do a rotation of venue, having it other places when they can't do it due to holidays or stuff like that? I also feel that it would be more inviting if you went to other areas of the community to have the meetings, to reach out to other areas so that more people would know more about that community.
If you have any suggestions, just please let us know, but they have to be handicap accessible. Okay? So that ends the gallery session.
Oh.
If we can move on to elected officials, we have Andy Toledo from the Bronx Borough President's Office here.
All right, good evening, guys. By now, those board members that are up for reappointment, you should have gotten your letters by now. If you haven't, you should be getting your letters very shortly. Just two quick program events. On Thursday, June the 16th, we have a Ramadan prayer and dinner service over at Lehman College. And also on Thursday, June the 23rd, Caribbean Heritage Month celebration over at the Bronx Museum of Arts. Flyers are in the back if anyone's interested in attending. Lastly, just wanted to share some really good news regarding our borough. Earlier this week, the New York State Department of Labor released their unemployment figure numbers for the Bronx. The Bronx again has dropped. We are currently at 6.6% unemployment rate in the borough. We are no longer the borough in last place with unemployment. We've actually improved in our unemployment numbers. So it's really great news. In 2009, when the borough president took office, we were at 14.9% unemployment. So we're at 6.6% right now. Really significant. A lot of jobs coming to our borough. People are getting work. So that's really good news. You could go onto the borough president's website. You can read the full report there, or the New York State Department of Labor's website as well. That's it. Thank you, guys.
Gina Klein from Senator Klein's office.
Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. I just wanted to thank everyone who came to the Jewish American Heritage Month event that we had at the Bronx House. Thank you for your support, as well as the Bronx Day event that we had this week in Albany. Once again, thank you for your support. I just wanted to mention that Senator Klein's office, we do have a graffiti program, a graffiti removal program. So we are taking locations. If you see anything, you can send forward it to myself or anyone in our office, and we'll take care of it. We're also trying to start up and organize some beautification events along with the assemblymen and possibly the 49th precinct, but I will keep the community board updated as to when those events will be. So thank you for your time, and it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
I just want to ask you, what is your email so we can send, the community members can send you sites for the graffiti removal?
Okay, it's gklein, Klein, at nysenate.gov. No relation to the senator.
Gina, would you make the announcement what the status with Loretto Park is, what you told me last night?
Yes, in regards to Loretto Park, the money has been allocated between the senator's office, the council's office, as well as the assemblyman, Mark Jonai. So typically now everything, we have allocated the money, and it's now up to the parks finance team to get the ball in progress. So we have to correspond with them, and we will also keep everyone updated as to what the status is with Loretto Park. But the money has been allocated.
And Jose Rodriguez, right?
Yes.
He's coordinated for Klein's office.
Yes, Jose Rodriguez is coordinating.
Thank you, Gina.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Joshua Adams from Assemblymember Benedetto's office.
Good evening, everyone. I just want to update you guys on a couple of things we got going on up in our district. On June 11th, there's going to be a Bronx Day at Botanical Garden with Bronx Borough President Diaz in attendance as well. On the table behind me or in the back, you can find a flyer that shows where you can get tickets from. You just have to send a letter to Elizabeth Figueroa. Her address and name will be on the flyer as well. Also, we have the mobile mammography van that's going to be coming in August up in Middletown Senior Center. We don't have a definitive date yet, but it will be in August. Just give us a call, probably around mid-July. We can give you the exact date and time. Also, New York State launched a Veterans app. This Veterans app allows vets to have access to their healthcare needs, advocacy and assistance, and housing and other VA programs. Also, Assemblyman Michael Benedetto's office also offers a New York State loan forgiveness program. Just keep in mind that those flyers are also at the desk as well, including the information around about the Veterans app also. Thank you, and enjoy your weekend.
That ends the elected officials section. Now, chairman's report.
Good evening. Last night I attended this public hearing on Pelham Parkway North. I'm going to make a comment right now. Me as the chair and my members, board members, will not support that thing as is right now. Number one, we are going to have a street, a no name. That street's going to be named Fulton Avenue continuation. Number one, that's got to be okay. Number two, that elm tree is going to stay there. That elm tree will stay there. I can't believe they won't move a bus stop 3 or 4 feet somewhere. In other words, that's a priority over elm tree that's over 200 years old. And number three, Dominic Ciano came out with a comment about angle parking on that service road. And when we went outside last night, I noticed something. They're going to put a 4-foot sidewalk. They're going to alienate 4 feet from the parks. Is going to give them 4 feet to put a sidewalk on, right? Yeah, right. So if they could do that and instead give us the angle parking, that like Dom says,
Kill two birds with one
they'll
stone.
kill 2 birds with 1 stone. They're willing to put a sidewalk, but they're not willing to listen to us about angle parking, which would satisfy everybody. Everybody.
And if they put concrete in there, it's no longer green.
I know. That's what I'm saying. The park is giving them that they alienate the parks. So if they can do it for the sidewalk, forget about the sidewalk. Give us angle
The
parking.
carbon monoxide from the tailpipe will make the grass grow.
Okay. Now, like I say, there's some other issues. What's going on the grass? I looked at it last night. Like I say, there's certain issues, and there might be a couple other issues that we're going to take a stance on. So this thing ain't getting approved the way it looks right now. They better go back, do their homework, and come back to us with different solutions that we will accept. That's it on that. Now, my next thing, motion to publish the April 2016 minutes, full board minutes, as distributed, as on our website. A second. Junior seconds. All those. Any open for discussion?
When he stops talking.
Yes, Joseph.
Mike, can I get a mic, Mike?
Yeah, I mentioned.